What's going on, guys? This is a quick walk around and review of my 2005 325 Ci E46 on Raceland coilovers. There's not a whole ton of videos or just like overall walk-arounds of base model E46s on Raceland, so I thought I would just do a quick one and pretty much show you where you'll be sitting if you get these coilovers. So basically, the back is pretty tight. You can't really fit much in there. Like, my finger barely fits in between the fender and the tire. It's pretty close, and the front is pretty nice too as well. It's pretty close, but yeah, so as for the fronts go, there's a decent amount of thread left to go down if I wanted to, but this is pretty much maxed out to where it's comfortable to ride on. And then as for the backs, I'm pretty sure the backs are like all the way down, pretty much. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty much where it's going to be sitting if you get Racelands. I got the Raceland Ultimos, which are the more expensive ones on the Raceland site. They're around $430 shipped, I'm pretty sure. So not a bad deal for coilovers. It's a good stepping stone if you want to lower your car, you know. Being a base model E46, it's sitting very, very low on these coils. There's a lot of videos of M3s on coilovers, but these Racelands do go very low. My dad has an M3, and his is on lowering springs, not coilovers, but his car actually sits pretty nice too. It's got like a pretty nice track stance. My car is a bit lower than his, but he is on lowering springs. Just a quick comparison of the two to show you, like a E46 M3 on lowering springs. I actually really like the stance. I like M3s when they're like really dumped, like on coilovers or air ride suspension even, but I really do like the meaty track stance. I think it looks real nice. But as for my car, I wanted it to be kind of stanced, so I think it looks pretty good for these coilovers. Not bad for like $430. I think it looks awesome. Before I forget here, so as for the tire and wheel setup, I'm on pretty small wheels compared to other people. They're 16s. I'm not 100% sure of the offset. It's nothing aggressive, but I mean, as you can see, I mean, it has a decent amount of like poke / camber, if you will. But it's nothing crazy though. As soon as we lowered it, we realized that the fitment was like absolutely perfect. Any more and it would be rubbing on the fender, and I would probably have to roll them. So, but I do have spacers. That's important to point out. I have, I want to say 10s on the front and 20s in the back. 10 millimeter, 20 millimeter. So it is sitting really nice though. Any more like, you know, fitment or offset of my wheels and tires, and I would have had to roll my fender. So I'm really happy that it just dropped down like perfectly, no rubbing or anything. Another thing I will point out, if you have a 325 Ci, so I had these like stupid black mud flaps that like stuck down to here, and every time I would go out of my driveway, I would scrape on them, so I just cut them off. I had these little, on each side, I had these little like black mud flaps, and I ended up having to cut them off because, yeah, this one was like super ratty. I just chewed it right off because that's what I would scrape on. At first I thought it was my front bumper, but then I realized that those little mud flaps were getting all chewed up, so I had to take those off. But that's about it. Pulling into my driveway, the subframe or like the rail of the car, it kind of like scrapes or bumps if you don't go at the driveway at like an angle. But other than that, everywhere else, I mean, it's pretty comfortable. Alright guys, so that was my walk around and review of the Raceland Ultimo coilovers for the base model E46. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions about anything.